Hi everyone, welcome to the Q&A video. I wasn't even sure if I'm gonna do this, but then I decided why not. Let me give it a try. Let's see how it goes. This video is supposed to be a 10K celebration and it is long overdue because I think I'm about to hit 12K. And by the way, before I even begin this Q&A, of course, I have to thank each and every one of you for your kind support, for your comments, for sticking with me even when I was having issue with my channel. I'm always glad to see you guys in my comments. I love to reply to you guys. I love talking to you guys. And I really appreciate all of the support you guys have given me. There are some people in my comments who are really memorable to me because they have been there since the literal start of my channel. They've been there. Maybe I'll call out some of those people in this video. So all of these questions aren't in particular order. I just found all the questions and I put them in a notepad, the ones I wanted to answer. So yeah, there's no particular order. Also, you might notice that I'm not answering some questions, and that's because maybe there could be multiple reasons, and one of them is that one question has been asked by multiple people. So like multiple people ask the same question, so instead of answering that question again and again, I'm just gonna pick one person who asked that question and I'm gonna answer it. So I hope you don't mind if you ask that question and someone else asked that question and I picked them instead of you. I'm so sorry, but that's how the questions came to me and that's how I picked them through. Anyways, let's begin. This video is just me yapping, so I can't say let me stop yapping because that is exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video. It is going to be way less edited, obviously, because this is just a chit chat type of video. You guys can continue the conversation in the comments. I can also reply there. You can talk with other people. This is more like an open discussion type of video. Adore has asked, what's your favorite color? Obviously, if you guys can't already guess by my avatar and the sneaks you get of my desktop background, it's pink. And also the game I'm playing right now on Roblox, as you can see going on in the background, the obby is like cute core pink aesthetic. That's my favorite color. I love anything pink, and if I could, my whole room would be pink, but maybe that's a bit too much. But honestly, maybe it's not, because I've seen a lot of people who just have pink bedrooms, like everything pink. That is so cool. Zombification asked, what inspired you to start making YouTube videos? There's no one answer to this question, right? I feel like a lot of people from my generation grew up wanting to be YouTubers, right? You saw your favorite YouTuber playing games and you were like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could make videos about stuff, vlogs, games, whatever, and people would watch, and I'll create a community of whatever, So basically that was it. There's no one answer. I watched all of these YouTubers growing up, one of them being Dan TDM. He was my favorite YouTuber, and one point being because he was extremely family friendly, so I could watch him around my parents too. But yeah, it's just everything around my childhood was me growing up with YouTube and with stuff like this, and I was like, oh, I wish I could do that one day. But obviously I was not confident enough, and I was also a child. I was like, who's gonna watch my videos, But now I started creating them because I was like, you know what, let me try it. Let me try making videos. Let's see if people like it, because it has always been something I wanted to do, so why not throw the dog a bone and see what happens. And well, I guess it worked because hey, we're making this video, celebration of 10K. Okay, next comment. Kids toddler fun. The name is ironic because of the answer I'm gonna give to this question. So the question is, will you play Needy Streamer Overload again? Now let me preface this. I love the game because I love the concept, I love the art style, I love the humor. Everything about the game is so unique, so interesting. It has really captured my interest. However, on the video I uploaded about this game, I got a comment by someone who asked me, or who told me that this game has extreme adult themes and a lot of my viewers, which I agree, are children. And although I knew that, I was like, oh yeah, they are children, but I still want to play this game because this channel is mine, and I want to play games, and I want to upload videos of these games that I like, right? So I was like, I'm just gonna blur most of the stuff, like the curse words, or if there's anything extremely serious going on, I'll just like exclude that from my video altogether. And if there are any like adult viewers, they will understand, but if they're children, it might like cross over their heads. Still, maybe I should have realized this earlier, but that still doesn't cut it, because my viewers are mostly children. They watch Roblox videos, they watch my Roblox videos, and that's what I primarily upload. And I am interested in mature themes, but that does not give me the right to play and upload games with mature themes, because I have to be aware of my audience and what I'm showing them. So I realized that I cannot do this. I could either make a new channel where I play games like this, where I approach themes like these, but I realized this is not it. This channel is not it. I cannot do stuff like this over here. I have to be mature about my decisions. So I'm sorry, but I don't think I can play this game anymore. I really, really love it. Maybe I'll find some other way to play it and show it to you guys. But for now, yeah, I don't think this is going to be possible for me to play this game again on this channel. Next question, Mizuki with a cookie. Now this, I do remember this person. I've seen you in a lot of my comments. I remember you. It's either your name or your profile picture, but it really sticks with me. So whenever I see your comments, I feel like I have to reply. So what's your favorite food? I would say it's the basic pasta. I love pasta, and I love pizza. I feel like those are two of my favorite foods, but in all honesty, I don't eat those food all that much, because I do like to have a more healthier diet. So I prefer not to eat them too much, but it's hard when they're offered me on a plate, and I'm like, how can I refuse? They're so good. Any variation of those two food, except maybe pineapple on pizza. I've never tried it, but it doesn't really sound all that, interesting to me. But yeah, I love those. Also, Mizuki with a cookie asked another question, but another person asked too. Like, both of these people asked the same question. So Gabrielle also asked this question: how did you get your channel name? So my channel name is Carmellaire, and my name, or as something I like to go on this channel, is Carmella or Carmella, however you like to pronounce it. I don't really mind. I came up with the name Carmella it was an old friend of mine, and we were just coming up with names for a channel we wanted to create. Like I said, I've always been interested in making YouTube videos, and her and we were gonna create a channel together, and we were like, oh, let's pick names for each other. Like, let's pick our own name. We don't want to go with our real name, so we'd rather, go with our fake name. So I came up with Carmella, and she came up with something else. That's not important. But for some reason, even though we never really ended up creating a channel, or that whole thing didn't go anywhere, the name for some reason really stuck with me. I really, really loved it. I thought it was such a cute name, and I couldn't let it go. So I named this channel that too. It like really stuck with me. I even named myself that on Roblox. Carmellaire, however, it was really me trying out variations with this name, because I didn't want to go with Carmella as a channel name. I wanted to try something different. And well, I kind of went from there and somehow ended up with Carmellaire. I just put two words together and somehow created Carmellaire. The channel name Carmellaire doesn't have a lot of history, but the name Carmella does. And that is just really fascinating and cool, I think. Okay, Mizuki with a cookie has another question. What name do you prefer calling your fan base? Now, I really don't know. I was actually gonna do another variation of Carmellaire for this. Like, if you guys have seen my members tab on my YouTube channel, you'll see that or maybe you can't see, I'm not really sure, but I decided on calling you guys Carmelites, because I think it's kind of cute. Like, you're my little Carmelites. I think that is so cute. So yeah, maybe that. Let me know what you guys think of Carmelite, and if that's something you guys want to be called. That's my fan base, if that's alright with you guys, because I think it's so cute. Here's another person who I know comments a lot on my videos, and I have taken a notice of them. It's Suit Guy LOL. Was the prank your mom lore sad, funny, or whatever? I actually think, although the developers are going more on a humorous side for this game, I see they make a lot of jokes about this game, and you know what, it's cool. I like a lot of those jokes. I think it's quite an hilarious experience, but the lore itself I think is quite fascinating because it is quite sad. Obviously, the main character Libby is going through a lot, especially after her father's death. And oh, by the way, spoilers, spoiler alert, I guess, if you haven't seen or played Prank Your Mom, you can go watch my videos about that. But yeah, spoiler alert. Libby's dad died, and then her mom treats her horribly, and I think, although it's a Roblox game, so maybe they're trying to treat it as more like, you know, on the surface. Maybe they're not trying to go too deep into it, or realize that it is quite sad, quite traumatizing, quite, you know, not child friendly exactly, although a lot of children do go through that. But you know, especially how the mom treats Libby, it's sort of showed as, oh look, mom has weird powers and she's attacking you, and you're having a whole fight scene, but in reality it's obviously not what happens. So maybe they're going for a more childlike way to present it to the child audience, and I understand that and I respect that. But I think the actual lore is so sad, and I'm so sad for the children who have to go through stuff like this. I hope all of them the best of luck in life, and I hope they make it out of those situations, and I really feel it for them. Moving on, this person says, do you play Dandy's World, a game on Roblox? I have seen it on Roblox, but for some reason when I see games on Roblox with like millions of players, I automatically reduce it to being slop. Like, I just feel like it's one of those games that a lot of children play, which, like, don't take it personally. I've never played the game, so it's not about the game, but it just feels like really childish games that are not for me. All I want to say is it's not for me. I've never tried it. Maybe I'll try it and I really love it, but from the looks of it, I feel like I'm not really the target audience, and that's fine. I don't have to like everything. It's okay if I don't like something and you do. Go ahead and enjoy it. I don't think it's for me, actually. The next question is by the same person. What's your opinion on AI art? Now, I have to approach this subject with a broad mind, right? Because AI can be something really good for our world, right? Let's say you have some tasks that can be reduced, you know, like humans have some tasks that are just not required, and AI is able to reduce those tasks so we can focus on something else, something bigger. Especially in like science and medical field, AI can be such a huge stepping stone, and to discover like good stuff, and you know, basically it can be a good thing. However, there is good and there is bad to everything, and we can't ignore the destruction AI, especially generative AI, has on our world. Basically, it is toxic to our world, so you know, there's that whole thing. I would like to see it as something positive, something that brings good to our world, but also there is destruction and the toxicity of generative AI, and how it's putting a lot of artists out of jobs. And I feel like art is something no robot can create, you know? Art is something that comes from the heart, especially this is from someone who has a passion for drawing, for creativity, for writing, stuff like that. I really love all of that creative field. So to see AI taking over that instead of, you know, the whole other stuff I was talking about, the medical side and the scientific side of it, that's not how it's supposed to be. AI maybe it should assist you. It can give you ideas, but it shouldn't be able to write your essays. It shouldn't be able to do the creative work. You as the human should do the creative work and leave the AI to maybe give you ideas, but like I am very extremely mixed about AI. I want to see the good in it, but there's way too much bad that it just can't be ignored. That's my answer. There's no black and white to this. Another question by the same person. Do you have a favorite singer, maybe band? I've always liked Mitsuki. Maybe you guys know about her. Maybe you guys have heard some of her songs because they have gone viral on TikTok. So yeah, I love Mitsuki. It's really hard to pick like which song I like the most. And I can't really think any on the top of my head right now. Maybe I Want You. I like that song a lot. And band, I don't think this counts as a band, but more as a girl group. And it is really recent girl group that has been, you know, on everyone's mind. It's Cat's Eye. I love Cat's Eye. And not to a level where, you know, my whole life revolves around them, because I'm really not that kind of person. I don't obsess or idealize over people like this. Like, I like Mitsuki, but I love her art more than, like, I like Mitsuki as a person too, but I like the art more, if that makes sense. And the same with Cat's Eye. Even though I love their music, I really love Gabriella. I obviously love Gnarly. I do like all of their songs. And my favorite member is Lara. Obviously it has to be Lara. Lara's the best. I love her. She's so beautiful, and she has an amazing voice. She's just the perfect person. I literally just said I don't idealize people like that, and then I'm talking about Lara like that. You know what? You get it. Let me move on now. Now Mario has a question. What inspired you to make videos? I guess this ties back into the whole idea or the whole question about why I created my channel. And I guess the answer is same. And also because I was like, one day I was like, oh, I like playing Roblox and I'm a yapper. I'm a bit of a yapper. So why don't I combine those two and I make videos? And if anyone's gonna watch, then that's amazing. And here we are. Mario has another question. What editing software do you use? I used to use CapCut, but I have a weird relationship with CapCut. I used to use it a lot, but I feel like there are some things that are just not right with CapCut anymore, or like it's not the right thing for me, because I was like, let me explore other mediums. So I use Adobe Premiere Pro, but I do sometimes use CapCut because I think I'm gonna edit this video in CapCut. So yeah, I do use CapCut or Adobe Premiere Pro. I also tried to use DaVinci, but it didn't really work out for me. I think it's not the one for me. I had some trouble and I couldn't fix it, so I just kind of dropped it. Maybe I'll figure it out, maybe I won't. I still have it, but I just don't use it anymore. What do you use for recording? OBS. I'm recording on it right now. I think OBS is like the best recording software out there. If you need to record videos, OBS is your best friend. It's good for recording and streaming. I'm acting like I'm sponsored by them. You know what? They're amazing. If you wanna, record stuff, do it on OBS. That's my tip. Next person, Kimaru. Your question is, what's your favorite game in Roblox? My favorite game on Roblox keep changing as new ones come in. Like, it used to be Royal High. I used to love playing Royal High on my old laptop. I would like stay up late. When I was younger, I would just stay up late and I would play Royal High. Just like it was so much fun. I used to love it. Now it's obviously changed a lot and it's just not for me anymore. There were like a few Attack on Titan games. If you guys know what Attack on Titan is, it's a TV show, anime. Basically, there were some games inspired by that show and I like really liked those games. I used to play them a lot. I even spend Robux on those games. Can you believe it? And then it was Doors. I really liked Doors for a while. So there's no definitive answer. It just keeps changing. I also really like to play Dead Rails, but that whole obsession fell out and I don't play that game anymore. But yeah, it keeps changing. There's literally no one answer. What's your favorite game outside of Roblox? Outside of Roblox? That's a good question. One game that I used to really love in the past is Unpacking. It's a really calming game, and although there is lore behind that game that is, pretty interesting, pretty cool, pretty nice, but the whole game is so peaceful, so nice, that I would just like leave videos in the background and I would just like play that game day and night. I would repeat the game. It's such a short game. I wish it was longer. I really love unpacking. There's also Sims 4. I love Sims 4. Let me know if you guys want to see a Sims 4 video, because that's a very family friendly game, and if you guys want a video on that, I could definitely do that. I love Sims 4. I have Minecraft. I love Minecraft, obviously. I do like RDR 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, although I haven't finished it. Yeah, I think that's all. Look, I had a really crappy laptop and you can't really play a lot of games on that thing. And Kimaru has another question. And do you love your fans? Is that even a question? Obviously, I love you guys. I love all your comments and I appreciate all of you so much. Big hearts for you guys. Thank you so much. Movie guy has no questions, but I want to be included. LOL. You know what? There you go. But any favorite shows? If so, any recs? Like I said, I really do like Attack on Titan. It's an anime. You guys can check it out. I love it. Only warning I can give you guys is be aware there is blood and gore and stuff. So if you're a child or if you're something who's sensitive to that kind of stuff, then maybe sit this one out. But it's honestly not that bad. But I remember when I first watched it, the first season really had me feeling a little weird, and also there are some like strong themes, so be aware. Look up the warnings before you start. Other shows I watch can be mature, so I'm gonna not answer. So yeah, if you're over the age of 15, I would say you know what, you can watch Attack on Titan. It's fine. Any pets? No, I do not have a pet, but I do want cats. I love cats. Do I know how to take care of them? No. Would I still love one? Yeah, I would learn how to take care of a cat if I ever got one. Bunny Cherry says, what do you think of Party Person from Get a Snack? I'm holding you at gunpoint to say that they're cool, by the way. Oh, they're amazing. Obviously, love Party Person. I went to their party quite a few times in the Snack Core video. I love them. Do you enjoy being a YouTuber? I think yeah, it has been my dream since childhood, so I'd say yeah. Especially because I love editing. I love the whole creative aspect of it, you know, making thumbnail, editing the video, coming up with the video idea. Like everything is so creative, and I've always loved that kind of stuff. I love drawing, I love writing, so I'm a very creative person. So I think this was a really fun choice for me to make. What's the best part of being a content creator? Creating content that entertains other people. And also when I receive comments like, you make my day, or your content means a lot to me, or like if I know that my content is doing good to another person, maybe they're going through something difficult in their life and my content is helping them in any way, shape or form, like it did for me when I was a child watching these creators, it means the world to me. And when I see comments like that, it makes being a creator worth it. I love that experience and I'm so glad to be able to make someone's day. How much time does it take for you to finish editing a video? It really depends. If the video is short, it could take me a day maximum, but if it's long, it could take me a day or 2 days or even more than that. But because I have a fixed schedule on when I should upload videos, I do usually take 2 days to finish the whole video. This person says, since when do you play Roblox? I have been playing Roblox since 2015, 2016 maybe. That's when the whole like boom about Roblox began. Like every huge creator was playing Roblox, and I guess that's when I got into it too. What do you plan to do on your channel in the future? Continue uploading Roblox content and maybe playing other games other than Roblox that are more family friendly. Okay, this recording is taking more time than I anticipated. It is the next day now. I was too tired yesterday and I was starting to lose my voice because I was talking so much. And so I am recording this the next day and there's construction happening outside. I really hope you guys cannot hear it. It is so annoying. It literally woke me up so early. But anyways, let's continue answering questions. This person says, on a comparison, you're more analytical than other YouTube gamers. Can this continue forever? I guess it's more of my personality. That's how I act, behave when I play these games. I usually analyze every minor detail, or at least minor in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like that's just how I behave, so I guess it will continue forever unless my personality changes. What book genres of books do you read in your free time, if any? I had these neighbors move out and they had a lot of like romance novels and they just gave it all to us, and I've read a lot of those, and they're like pretty old. They're from like the 90s, 80s, like they're old novels. I read those, but I don't really like romance novels all that much. It was just the books I had and I was like, why not, let me read them. So I read those. They were fun to read. Not my favorite. They had a lot of questionable stuff, especially because they're from the 90s and 80s. I feel like, you know, the things were questionable, but they were fun. I did have my friends give me some books. I think some of them were like Monster High books, some of them like Ghost Hunter type books. Like, I have read a lot of genres. I even bought some books when I was on a trip. So yeah, I don't necessarily read books, but I do read fan fiction a lot. That is what I primarily read. Let me know if any of you guys read fan fiction, and if so, what do you read about? What's your favorite ship? And if not fan fiction, what kind of books do you read? Because although I don't seek out books myself, but if someone gives me a good recommendation for a book that might be interesting, but it can be fantasy, it can be action, it can be horror. If you guys have any recommendation, I'm open. I want to start reading more books, I really do, but it's just hard to find good ones. There's so many options, so whenever I try to get into a new book, it's like, well, which one do I read? Where do I start, right? There's that. I also read mangas sometime. I don't think that counts as books, but hey, there's that. This person asked, I only have one question. Will you face reveal? I will answer this question and some of the other questions that I've been leaving out, and you guys have probably noticed that I've been leaving out those personal questions, and I will answer them at the end of the video or give an answer to them, not necessarily answer them. You will get what I mean, but I'm leaving them for the end of the video because right now I want to focus on the other general questions. Dummy says, how do you feel when playing a horror game for entertainment? The thing is, I'm a very cowardice person, I guess. I've always been scared of horror media, even as a child. There was this one zombie movie that my whole family watched, and I was young, I was like 9 or something, I don't know, and it scared me so bad. Like, it was just a zombie movie, but it scared me so bad. And whenever I wouldn't go to bed early because next day was school and I had to go to bed early and I would refuse to go, my dad would scare me saying that the zombies from that movie were gonna come and get me if I don't go to bed. And for years I was so scared because I thought the zombies might come out of my closet, from under my bed. Genuinely put such a fear in my heart, due to which I didn't like horror media for a really long time. I would like refuse to interact with any horror media, even though I would watch like horror games such as FNAF. I would watch like Dan TDM or Markiplier play those games. I wouldn't play them myself because I was too scared. And even then, when I would watch those videos, I would have my siblings watch it with me. But now, even now, I'm like really scared of horror media. I don't watch horror movies at all. But I feel like I'm slowly crossing that bridge because for videos, I kind of force myself to face these games, right? I play these games for the video and I know I need to complete them because that's what people want from me. And that kind of pushes me to actually play more horror games, and it's like building up my fear factor, right? So I no longer am that scared, and like I'm starting to really enjoy playing horror games now. I find them so entertaining. I love the lore, I love the scare factor, the whole like jump scares and everything. Like, it's fun to me now. I used to be so scared of it. Now I'm really enjoying it. I'm starting to enjoy it a lot. How much do our words of motivation mean to you? Kind words and, just nice things in general mean a lot to me. I appreciate when someone goes out of their way to be kind to you, whether that be in action or in words. So if people give me any, words of motivation or just kind words or anything just genuinely nice, I really, really appreciate it. I take it to the heart. I just love it. I love kind people. I love kind words. Any words of motivation mean a lot to me. How do you find good video ideas? On this channel, I just play games, right? So I have to be on the lookout for a game that is interesting, whether scare-wise or gameplay-wise or lore-wise, right? I either look at my comments, because a lot of people do recommend me games on the regular, and I could just go through them and figure out what I want to play. Or I could go on Roblox and find anything interesting myself. Or I could go on YouTube and I see what other people who upload content like mine and see what they uploaded and take inspiration from there. I have a lot of YouTubers that I look up to, and I take a lot of inspiration from these people. So yeah, basically that's how I get video ideas. Now this is something I'm really excited to talk about. What are your thoughts about Lacey's Flash games? Ever since I found out about this game, series, whatever it is, I immediately fell in love. It's difficult to describe, right? Because the lore is obviously really dark. It's so sad. It's heartbreaking, but at the same time, it feels personal to my experience in a way, right? Like the thing Lacey goes through, it's like I understand her, and at the same time, it's a blend of mature themes with our childhood, and it's a mix. So that creates an atmosphere that is so weird but so nostalgic in a way. So I really love Lacey's Flash games, and I enjoyed playing them, and I loved looking up anything about that. I love doing research about it. If I could go back in time and experience that whole thing all over again, I 100% would. In cereal, what goes first? Milk or cereal? I think it has to be cereal. You can't put milk and then cereal. It has to be cereal and then milk, so you can see how much cereal you put in there. And then you put in the milk, and it won't be too much milk and too less cereal, because then you can manage, right? I feel like that's the perfect way to do it, and I'm not taking any argument. That's my final answer. Fight me. Okay, this person says, you get 1 million, but you have to play Grow a Garden for 24 hours. Are you taking the deal? My funny answer would be no, never. But also 1 million is a lot of money. How could you refuse that just to play a game for 24 hours? Would it drive me insane? Maybe, but then the thought of $1 million, yeah, okay, sure. That would keep me sane enough to make it out of the challenge. Also, do you guys play Grow a Garden? I know it has a lot of player base, and I see a lot of videos about it, but I played the game way before went extremely viral. I played it and it was kind of boring. There was not much to do. You just plant something and you wait for it to grow. I know there has been updates since then, but even now it doesn't interest me at all. It sounds like a boring game. I feel like there's not much gameplay to it. So it's surprising how it has such a huge player base. 99 Nights in the Forest, right? There is a lot of playability. Yes, it can get quite repetitive, but at least there's a lot of stuff to do. What do you do in Grow a Garden except grow a garden? And even then, you have to wait for the garden to grow. It doesn't immediately grow. It's based on real time. So I feel like that's just a waste of time. Is it not? Or maybe I'm not understanding something? Please explain this to me. This person says, will you make another Prank Your Mom video? I have been planning to, because I think there is a new update, if I'm not wrong. Like someone pointed out in my comment that there is a new update. I didn't confirm it myself, but if there is, I would definitely make another video. I know I haven't been milking the series as much as I used to, but that's because I wanted to focus on other games. But if there is an update, then yeah, I would go back to the game. Also, this person says they love Cat's Eye. I love Cat's Eye too. Who's your favorite member? Let me know. It better be Lara. I'm gonna start crying. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't care who it is. I do like the other members, but I do love Lara. And I also love Megan. So if Megan's your fave, I love you. Do you like chocolate? If yes, what flavor? Dark chocolate. I know that's like an unpopular opinion. A lot of people don't like dark chocolate. They like milk chocolate or some other flavor. I don't know. I love dark chocolate. I know it tastes horrible. Like, I'm a coffee hater, but I love dark chocolate. Make it make sense. I cannot stand coffee. I'd rather drink tea. Do you have plans to collab with any other creators? I used to be on the lookout for other creators to collab with, but recently I feel like I am not really sure. Like, I kind of want to focus on my own content and like just create content by my own self, and I don't know how my audience will react to seeing me play with or collaborate with other creators. I have been trying to focus on my own content, but you know, I'm kind of open. I won't necessarily 100% accept or, you know, really be into the whole collaboration thing, but maybe if I find the right person and, you know, we can collaborate. I think those are all the questions I have. I know I skipped a few, either they were repetitive or they were extremely personal. And I'm going to now tell you why I skipped those personal questions. The reason is, you know, my age, my name, my face, my identity. I'm trying to keep it a secret for now. I don't know when I will reveal it, but I want to reveal it when I'm way bigger, like way bigger creator. Then maybe I'll think about doing a face reveal, because like, I don't know, I don't want to do it yet. When I feel like the time is right. I just feel like right now is not the best times, but in the future, maybe when I get way bigger, then I might. I guess that is all. Again, thank you so much for 10k. I think it's 12k now. So yeah, thank you so much for 12k subscribers. That is so cool. That is so amazing. I really appreciate all the support. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.